Back in the woods. Now, hitting my head a couple of times, well, a few times in a short space of time, is far from ideal. It wasn't something I'd planned, but landing the mega tree gap, I think, and I know is possible, and I'm desperate to get back there and land it, but I'm going to put it on hold for a little bit. I can't risk the possibility of hitting my head from that high again. Even though I believe I can land it, the risk of crashing is clearly there. So I've sidestepped that for a little while, but in the meantime, I've become very obsessed with trying to find creative riding lines just in the environment around me while all bike parks are closed. And it's something I used to do a lot when I was younger. Like, I was one of those kids that wouldn't be able to walk down the stairs at school without grinding the handrail with your fingers. Like, I've always been obsessed with like looking for stuff, and now I'm obsessed with trees. So I'm gonna bring all that together again, and I've got a new quest. And this one involves this tree here, which I'm pretty certain is an oak tree, but any botany graduates or arborist specialists, please confirm whether this is an oak tree, because I'm almost certain it is. That's an oak leaf, isn't it? Is it not?
It looks like it.
But there's a lot of pine, I don't know, it's throwing me off, all the pine trees. Look at this though. So this isn't gonna be jumping and riding down a tree, this is gonna be riding up a tree, and I love the sort of curvature of the base of this trunk, the way it meets the ground. And what I want to do is something I've never done actually. The tree gap I've done before, like I explained, in Frames of Mind, but in this I want to use the bend of the tree and the curve, dig out a bit of this dirt, pedal in, ride up the tree, and do a cork flip, like a barrel roll, a backflip, off of the trunk, and build a landing here, which is sick. Left is probably my preferred way, so I'm glad I found one that works in this direction, but I'm buzzing about it. I think this is going to be a very, very cool build and ride, and one that I know I can do, assuming this moss isn't desperately slippery, and I can make the running work. So we've got to do a bit of clearing, a bit of raking, some digging, build some sand up that tree, and I'd like to get 2 tyres on the bark at the point of doing the barrel roll. This is another build and ride. The quest to barrel roll an oak tree, pending confirmation of the bark and trunk attributes. It's an oak. I think it's an oak. It's not.
Has to be.
Yeah, there's no leaves. Who knows? Who knows? Someone will know. So let's do it. Build and ride. Let's get a build laps going. Let's jump it, let's ride it, and then let's get the backflip done. I'm buzzing for this one. Here we go. You guys will remember this. That was a fairly straightforward build. I've dug out the hill. We've gone down quite deep to get nice and low. You always want about a bike length of flat ground before any transition or takeoff. If you have a downhill straight into an uphill, your front end's fighting your rear end as it's trying to come up. So it's always important to get some flat ground. And if you dig into a hill, you end up getting quite a lot of dirt. So all the dirt required is built the takeoff up the tree, which is about 3.5 foot high, not much more than a metre. It comes up, meets the bark. I'm quite worried that this is going to collapse quite quickly, so I'm hoping it's not going to take me too many test runs to get this cork flip going. But now I've built the setup, I'm not very confident about it. The reason being, there's only one straight line that you can ride a tree without kind of branching off, without ending up on the curved cambered bit. So I'm going to have to ride up this straight, dead centre, but at the same time I'm going to have to turn to generate that like sideways movement to get to the landing. If I was doing a flip and landing in the same place, it'd be a lot more straightforward, literally. But that turn, I don't know. So I'm gonna ride it first. I don't have to flip it first go. It's not like the massive monumental tree gap where you're signed up for one committed send. I can just sort of nibble off it and build my way up the tree. But the backflip's gonna be weird. And even looking at the tree now, it's not very steep. I don't know, but it's on. So I'm gonna ride it. I don't need much speed to start testing it. Let's do like a couple of bar spins, maybe a toboggan, and have a play around. But I'm here to do the barrel roll. The quest is to barrel roll an oak tree, so. Oh, I've had a lot of rain too. Don't have any turbo ply. Anyway, I'll put my lid on. We can start playing on trees. Soft. You know what it reminds me of completely?
No.
Narwhal in the backyard trails.
Oh yeah.
Pulling left. but that was flat and wide, so you had like the ability to turn. Even my tyre mark there is definitely not headed that way.
No.
The tree kind of does. It's a lot like narwhal, but it's stepped down. I flipped narwhal. It's nothing like narwhal, it's a tree. This is really soft. I think I'm going to hit it now, but there'll be a mega rut, no doubt. It may collapse too. Oh.
Oh!
That felt sketchy. It felt really sketchy. My front tyre, oh, must have gone up the tree.
Yeah. Front tyre went up the tree for sure.
Let me go again. I can't comment. I don't know what it felt like. It was weird. Oh. Oh. It's really hard to get your front end down from that position where it's super like stallion up in the air to get it to dive, and it's soft. Oh no, we got another complicated tree proposition where it's all way more tough than we thought. See what I mean? I'm not in the air very long, so it's hard to go. Like a backflip's going to make more sense because at least I'll be able to go through with it.
Yeah.
But I do want to make it at least feel nice and floaty and not. It doesn't feel very fun actually. We'll get there. Get the nose down. There we go. Oh. There we go.
Oh, that was massive.
That felt better.
That was really cool.
I need to get into that top motion of like pull back, hook up the back end. I'll do a bar spin as my first stunt. I can do that. Just making things up to delay the backflip. No. Oh. No. It's so difficult. It is the wrong trick actually, but I'm determined to do it. Alright, I'm doing it, let's go. Win, lose or draw, throw the bars.
Oh, yes boy. Heavy.
Yeah, I bottomed everything out. But I did a bar spin. Essentially, I built this to do a backflip, and I think that is the trick it lends itself to. I'm just worried about when I pull. Do you remember in the tree gap, when I ride down the tree, my front wheel misses the bar?
Yeah.
I'm worried about that happening as well. So as I push, it goes the other way, and I don't flip. I just land upside down. I just think of narwhal in the backyard. Done it before. It's getting from there to there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Without risking turning my front wheel on the green's wet moss. If I become wider, that doesn't help. No, I do need to go straight. Usually if it works in your head, you'll be pretty damn close in reality.
Does it work in your head?
Yeah.
That's good.
There's just no in-betweens with backflips, is there? You go, do a backflip. You don't do half a backflip. Don't want to do it. No, it's fine. It's a backflip. Watch this. The sun's quite blinding. Nice slow rotation.
Yes! Oh, yes, boy! Yes! Oh, fair play.
Yes, dude.
That was sick.
I bottled it mid-pump, then I was like, you can't do half a backflip.
No,
So,
that was sick.
I'm going to go again. I did feel the front tyre really hit the tree and it felt nice. It kind of like got
Yeah.
the flip going, which was the whole problem with the bar spin. It was making me go backwards, so I worked with it. I'm going to go again and try and spend a little bit more time on the tree before doing that pull. Rotate slower. Buzz in.
Mate, that was cool.
Flipped an oak tree. My hypothesis was right. Both tyres went exactly up the middle of the tree. Perfect. I'm buzzing with that. So I've got a tyre mark to follow now. I'll try and go up a little bit higher. I mean, when I built it, I looked at that and thought that's my like flip trigger. But I don't think I'm going to get that far if I'm being brutally honest and upfront and open and transparent about the whole proceedings. But I'll do one more. I can put it on the chest now, the GoPro, and then put all the dirt back and have fish and chips.
Yes.
Love nature. Ready, Ben? Ready for some freestyle arborism?
So good, man.
I'm happy with that. That's another quest complete. It was actually the only quest complete. The other one took me out a good one. I will return to land the mega tree gap. Just wanted a couple of small wins to boost my confidence. I'm stoked that it worked. It actually worked. Made full use of a tree, and this time an oak tree. And I'd be pumped if you'd let me know in the comments any of your own tree ideas. The cool thing about forests is there's loads of trees, and the more you look, the more you find. The more you find, the more you build. The more you build, maybe you find more quests. So hit us up with your quests and your favourite tree types. Are they brands, species? They're not
Brands is quite
Get
cool
us out with
though.
your favourite brand of tree. Right, we're going to put all the dirt back now. This one's a cut and shut, closed case. Sick. I barrel rolled off a tree. I'm pumped with that. Nice one. Legends. Need a nervous wee.